connection to perfection. If perfection is real, why don't we choose it? The world has a specific idea about perfection. And this idea about perfection is not the definition. The world says perfection is something that is unachievable. The world says perfection is something that you shouldn't bother chasing because achieving it is impossible. The world also says that perfectionism is no good. The reason the world believes these things about perfection is because the world doesn't know perfection. The world doesn't know perfection because the world accepts what it sees as reality. Accepting what you see as reality is the inverse or inverted way of looking at reality. How could perfectionism be no good? The only way for perfectionism to be no good would be the misinterpretation of what it really means. Because the perfectionist, in the negative connotation, they don't see perfection. So the perfectionist is really the imperfectionist. They only see what's missing and what's wrong. So when we say perfectionism is no good, what we're saying is imperfectionism is no good. Because it's the wrong way of thinking. And we're dealing with objective reality and objective fantasy. And that's the correct way and that's the incorrect way. One leads to peace, the other leads to pain. So true perfectionism would be seeing perfection only. Seeing perfection only is the way God sees things, because it has the highest perspective. What God sees is freedom, so what God is seeing is perfection. So the connection to perfection is you choosing to choose. The world isn't going to do it until they've had enough pain. But you can do it because you have had enough pain from not choosing perfection. Perfection is good. So if you didn't choose perfection, you didn't choose good. If you didn't choose good, you chose no good. And there is no such thing. So you have to choose to choose. And then you have to choose. You also have to choose to realize why you wouldn't choose perfection. If it is real, why wouldn't you choose it? And perfection is like good. You can't see good. You can't see perfection. You can just see the expression. So what you see is perfect, because it's a perfect expression. If the cause is perfect, is the expression perfect? If the cause is good, the effect, is it good? Imperfection cannot come from perfection. Perfection can only produce perfection. So the answer to the question, what is perfection? Everything. What you can't see, what you can see. All of it is perfect. And the pain comes from not connecting to that idea fully. You might be 99% of the way there. But the connection is not complete until you make the decision to connect to it fully, which is to accept it only. Because why wouldn't you? So there's only three things. There's God, you, and the world. They're all connected, invisibly. And they're all connected physically, because there's only one body. But the connection to the cause has to be your decision, because the cause is freedom, and freedom cannot force you to choose it. Has to be your decision. And it has to be your decision to connect with the world, even though you're already connected. And you have to choose to connect yourself to God, even though you're already connected, because it can't force you to do that. So the three things that are going on, you, God, and the world, for things to function properly, they have to all be connected together. Because now you have a stable shape, a triangle shape. If you're connected to the world, but you're not connected to God, problem. If you're connected to God and you're not connected to the world, problem. If the world is not connected to God, but the world is connected to you, problem. If any of those connections are not complete, there's going to be a problem, because there's no stability. There's no common ground. So deciding to connect to perfection is deciding to accept perfection. When you accept perfection, you're accepting good. If you fully accept good, you fully reject no good. If you can convince yourself to fully reject no good, you just connected to perfection. You just accepted it. So the world says don't chase perfection. It has to be wrong because it's limited, sense-based thinking, and not knowledge-based thinking, which is truth-based thinking. Logic-based thinking. It says don't chase it. If you're not chasing perfection, you're not chasing good. Perfection is good. If you're chasing perfection, that means you're seeing perfection. You're trying to see more of perfection. The reason you want to chase perfection is because it is perfect. And that's what you want. What's perfect is what's good, and you want good. So you want perfection. If you want perfection, you have to choose it. And you have to choose it. And making a decision is doing something. It doesn't seem like something, making a decision, but it is doing something. Something happens when you make a decision. So you have to decide that you're going to have to decide if you want what you do want. It's not going to be forced onto you. Why would you reject perfection? Rejecting perfection does not seem like a good idea. It seems like a really bad idea. If you don't chase perfection, are you going to find it? If seeing perfection is the cause of peace, what would happen if you don't see perfection? Not going to have any peace. The more perfection you see, the more peace you will have. If you choose perfection, wouldn't you now be in a perfect world? If you made the decision to choose it? Connecting to perfection is connecting to yourself. Why deny yourself? If you're denying yourself, you're not accepting yourself. If you're not accepting yourself, you're not accepting perfection. You can't be connected to yourself and deny yourself at the same time. You have to choose either what's true or you're going to choose what's not true. You're going to see things. You're going to see a lot of things. Your freedom, which is your choice, is whether you're going to see what's true about what you're seeing or what's false about what you're seeing. And what's true about what you're seeing is perfection, because that's where what you're seeing comes from. The lie about what you're seeing is imperfection. So you want to become a perfectionist in the true sense of the word, and you don't want to be an imperfectionist in the true sense of the word. You want to see perfection because seeing perfection is seeing clearly. God has the clearest vision possible. God cannot see no good. It's not possible because the perspective is so clear. So if God's perspective is the best perspective, choose the best perspective to have. Accepting perfection is accepting that you want perfection, which you do. Not accepting that you want perfection is believing what the world says about perfection, which is that you can't have it, so don't bother chasing it. I don't see how a perfect world can be created without accepting perfection and chasing it. Perfection is love itself. It's the perfect idea. And it is unlimited freedom. If what you see is not perfect, you don't love it. If God is love, then it can only love, right? Loving is seeing perfection, because love is knowing perfection. Knowing perfection is knowing the idea of love, which is giving freedom only, which is good only. Choosing perfection is choosing reality. It's choosing to be based in reality, rather than being based in fantasy. If you're based in reality, now you can get what you want, which is freedom. Choosing freedom means choosing freedom for yourself and for the world, which is choosing forgiveness for yourself and for the world. You can't connect to perfection until you choose perfection. It has to be your decision. You can make this decision once you've had enough pain from not making it and enough knowledge that you can make it. And you can make it. And you have had enough. But that's also your decision. How much pain is enough pain? And that will depend on whether you're semi-serious, serious, or super serious. If you happen to be super serious, you will be in a super serious amount of pain. If you're in a super serious amount of pain, that is good. All you need is enough knowledge, a super serious amount of enough knowledge for you to make the decision to connect to the thing that you have been looking for, which is perfection. To have to learn that you want to connect to perfection shows that what we have learned about it is not true, because we would have chosen it. No one should have to convince you to choose perfection, to not connect to it. And connecting to it is knowing it fully. Knowing it fully is understanding it fully. And understanding perfection fully is understanding perfection only. So connecting to perfection is obvious by the nature of perfection itself. It's the clear choice. But if you give power to what you see rather than what you know, you won't be able to choose perfection, because you don't see perfection only yet. You don't see good only yet. So basing your thinking off of an appearance, which cannot be the real thing, is the decision that we don't want to make when attempting to connect to perfection. Connecting to perfection is the spiritual path, A to B. Connecting to perfection is getting the point. It's getting to the point where the connection is fully made. The transaction is complete. And you're the one that gets to complete the transaction by choosing. Why would you not choose what you want? Why would you choose what you don't want? Perfection already chose you. All you have to do to complete the connection and complete the circuit so things can flow is make the decision. And only you know if you did it or not. What would happen to you if you were to connect to perfection? How would that feel? If you don't feel like that, you didn't do it. So it's easy to find out. Where you are on the path. We want the feeling of connecting to perfection, but we don't know that connecting to perfection is what will give us that feeling. Because connecting to perfection is connecting to love. Connecting to love, peace. Connect to forgiveness, peace. We don't think we can connect to perfection because we don't believe in it. But it is real because it is good, and that's where things come from. How obvious does it need to become? For you to willingly choose what you want. If you're not choosing what you want, you are choosing what you don't want. And deciding is doing something. Doing it is making the decision. Accepting perfection compared to not accepting it, easy. Not accepting it is what causes the problems. Because problems can't come from perfection. So if you don't want problems, connect to perfection. Accept perfection. It's perfect. Is there something wrong with perfection? When you don't choose something, that's because there's something wrong with it. So look at perfection. Take a look at perfection and try to find something wrong with it. So you can realize that not choosing it doesn't make any sense. Because we want perfection, but we don't want to choose it. Because we don't believe it is something real. Is what's true perfect? Is what's true something real? If what's true is what's real is perfect. Because what's true is perfect. So real means perfect. True means perfect. Perfect means good. Perfect means stable. Perfect means unchanging. Perfect means unlimited. Perfect means freedom. Perfect means love. Perfect means you. Perfect means I am. Choose. Why haven't you chosen it? You'll know when you choose it. Who told you not to choose it? Have you had enough pain from believing in it? the lie? What would happen to you if you connected to perfection? What's happening to you by not connecting to perfection? Do you like not connecting to perfection? Do you think you will like connecting to perfection? This is a reminder. Perfection is real because it is true, and it is you. But you have to choose. Why wouldn't you do it? What's wrong with perfection that's making you not choose it? The second you don't find anything wrong with perfection is the moment you will choose it. So try to find out what's wrong with it, and try to find out what's wrong with your thinking about it. Because if it is real, which it is, then it is something specific, and it's not everything else about it. Make it simple. Make it simple because perfection is simple. It's not complicated. It's complicated means it's not perfect. I would say chase perfection and become a perfectionist, the one that can only see perfection, and see what happens. See if that's what you were looking for. And you can put it to the test because it's perfection. So see if choosing it gives you what you want. It's already hard enough so keep it simple. Keep it perfect.